So in this short video, I wanted to talk through what a second lockdown means for your money and your investments, and we'll go through what it means for the economy, what it means for you and me, and also how we can prepare ourselves if it does actually happen. And by that, I don't mean bulk buying this. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Euan, and on this channel we talk about personal finance and investing in the stock market. So if that tickles your fancy, then hit that subscribe button, and why not hit the like button if you like my new haircut. Thanks. But just remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a random dude on the internet, so please do your own research before investing your capital. So let's start off with the economy and how your money will be affected by a second lockdown. By now you should realise that we are in a recession due to the beer thing that's going around. All this essentially means is that the GDP, or what the UK produces to sell to other countries, has declined because no one's going anywhere. Not many people are working, etc, etc. That therefore means that there's less money overall floating around the economy because we're not getting money from outside sources because we're not producing as much as we usually do. So this means that businesses will do worse in general, and it means that they potentially might cut some jobs, make some redundancies, etc, etc, which has then a knock-on effect on the economy again. So it's a double whammy, and it just, the cycle of events keeps happening. And some of these companies won't actually survive, which means they'll go bankrupt, and then even more job losses will go, and there'll be a load of other things that happen consequently if we do go into another second lockdown. And this is why Boris Johnson doesn't want to do it, because he knows the impact that will have on the economy as a whole and a lot of people's livelihoods. So yeah, we do have a right to concern about what is going to happen to the economy if we do have a second lockdown. But there are some ways that we can protect ourselves and prepare for what could happen. So how do we prepare ourselves money-wise for this? And what does it mean to you and I if we do go into a second lockdown? So due to the nature of the virus, we know that hospitality and brick and mortar stores are going to be the most affected. So for you and I, if you are working in a sector that has been massively affected already by the coronavirus, then you need to be prepared for the worst case scenario, because you never know what's going to happen. We may go into second lockdown, we may not, we might find a vaccine next week, fingers crossed, but you've got to be prepared just in case it does happen. So these tips that I'm about to tell you will apply to everyone. The first money thing to prep in case we have a second lockdown is to create some additional income. So whether that is creating a business, selling your old stuff, or maybe even just being a delivery driver. Or even you can get your free stock worth up to £100 on Trading 212 by depositing just £1. That'd be some nice income, wouldn't it? Link in the description. All jokes aside, it is really important to diversify your income just in case there is an issue down the line with your job, your partner's job, your dad's job, your mum's job, blah, 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 your dog's job. So it's good to have that extra bit of cash just in case something does happen down the line. So the second thing you want to do to prepare yourself for a potential second lockdown is to create a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. This is basically just a pile of money which will allow you to continue living without having to work in case you lost a job or your partner lost a job, etc, etc. It's just a bit of a safety net so that if that happens, then you're safe. This will allow you to ride any wave or survive any storm that is coming down the line. This is super important, and it's one of the most important things you can do, especially in these uncertain times. All you have to do is look at your expenses for the previous couple of months and work out what the average is, and times that by 3, times that by 6, in between there, and work out what your emergency fund needs to be, and just start building it up. And if you can build it up as quickly as possible, that will greatly help yourself. The third thing you want to do to prepare yourself for a potential second lockdown is pay off any debt that you currently have. All you need to do is use Dave Ramsey's snowball method, which is step 1 is list your debts from smallest to largest, not worrying about the interest rate. Step 2 is make minimum payments on all of your debts except the smallest. Step 3 is pay as much as you possibly can into your smallest debt. And step 4 is repeat until all debt is cleared. This is another super important thing because you do not need to be worrying about credit card debt, and you don't want to be worrying about credit card debt if you get laid off from your job. You want to be worrying about getting a new job and just surviving what could potentially be a difficult job finding process. So it's obviously very difficult, but if you can get debt out of the way, then your life will be a lot easier. And after all of this, if you've got some extra income, you've got an emergency fund, and you pay down all your debt, then you can think about investing into the stock market. I personally think if you've got credit card debt, or loans, etc., then you shouldn't be investing, because you need that money to pay down your debt, because interest payments are going to be a lot higher than you could potentially get in the stock market. So if you have paid down all your debt, then there's definitely an opportunity to make some good returns at the moment because of the volatility. Obviously it's a bit scary if it's going up and down, but overall, hopefully it will go up in the future once this is all finished. That's it for what a second lockdown will mean for your money. There's definitely a lot to consider, but hopefully these tips will help someone get into a place where they feel comfortable and they feel safe, even if their job is under threat. Because that's essentially what I want, is to help someone feel a bit safer and not have to worry too much if their job does get wiped out. Which would be very unfortunate, but at the moment we don't really know what's going to happen. We don't know how long this is going to last, and the potential for a lot of job losses in the future is very high. So everyone needs to be on their high alert and looking after their money, not spending too much, and just creating that emergency fund so that we can be safe and ready for what's to come. Now, this is a difficult time for everyone, and I want to help. So I've teamed up with Anna from Panda Boss, and we've created a Discord group which will be linked in the description. We talk about side hustles, making money, investing, and just general YouTube ideas. So feel free to join in the link in the description, and we can hopefully help some people out there and just create a little bit more of a community on this YouTube platform, or Discord platform, you know what I mean. And I'm also running a Patreon, which will also be linked in the description, and me and Anna are doing monthly chats where we can talk about money, investing, etc. Feel free to join there if that is something that you might be interested in. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm hoping that you've got some value out of this, and if you have, please hit the like button and comment down below if you got some value out of it, and please subscribe if you made it this far, because I'm trying to hit 10k by the end of this year, and it would just mean a lot. And if you know anyone that might need to hear this and might need some help managing their money, just send them this way. Share the video on Facebook, Instagram, blah blah blah, Twitter, and hopefully we can help some more people out. I'm not a millionaire, but I'm trying to help you become one, so peace. So yeah, we do have a right to we should be second thing you want to blah blah blah. So yeah, we should be focused. So yeah, we should have a mind on what the economy is doing. Lockdown is to. So yeah, we should have a mind. Yeah, so yeah, we should have a mind, and so yeah, we should be rightly concerned about what. So yeah,